everyone, welcome back to my Let's Play of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Where we last left off, we started the trial of Gina Lestrade, and we're starting it without Susato, which is a little weird. They're like, goodbye, like, shattered my insides. And we've got good old, I always forget her name. Hold on. Not Rita. That's not her name. Iris at our side, with her handy dandy crazy mechanical guns. And we're talking to these two suspects, Jank, Luigi, and Mario, about what they saw on the night of the murder. Apparently they were there, they saw everything, and yet we don't suspect them. Like, who shot Sholmes? No, I don't know. Whatever. We'll see what they have to say, and then I'm gonna, rip their, what's it called? Testimonies to shreds. Yeah. I want to say real quick, though, I can't talk today. Thank you guys so much for your continued support of the series. I appreciate your patience, as always. And we're gonna try and finish this game before the new Kirby game comes out. Because I don't want to be juggling too many games at once, which I kind of already am. So, yeah, let's go. Illegal entry. We was walking down Baker Street in the small hours, and the gas door was ajar, see? It was like some kind of sign. Begged for us to go in, it was. But once we got inside, Lummy, we had a gunshot from the back room. We went to see what was what, but the door was locked from the inside. We never done nothing, Governor. We never took nothing. We just left after that, nice and quiet. Okay, sure. Doing his voice makes me laugh, and it hurts. A terrible coincidence, it would seem. At the precise moment these miscreants entered the property, an even more sinister crime was afoot. The witness's testimony is consistent with their crime scene in every detail. I always gotta get back into his. The door providing access to their storeroom from the main shop was indeed locked from the inside. And within, only the victim and the accused were found. Okay. I must say, it does appear to be an overwhelmingly simple case. Still, the defense may cross-examine the witnesses now, of course. Counsel, if you please. Shit. Counsel? Yes. What's the matter, Uno? Sorry, I was just stunned into silence for a minute by the blatant lies being told by that pair in the stand. I know that it's all nonsense, because I saw it with my own eyes. I'll just have to expose their testimony for the pack of lies it is. Oh, was it that obvious? Wait, I didn't know which statement was the lie. Hopefully my audio's been fixed. It's been, I don't know, jank recently. I really want to buy a new mic, but like, I'm trying to wait till we move. And I want to get one of those fancy gamer mics that they can like move around on their desk, but not before I have a desk to game at. You know what I mean? All right. Illegal entry. We was walking down Baker Street in the small hours, and the gas door was ajar. See? Press. Hold it! Hold it, bitch! The front door of Windibanks was ajar, you say? What time of night was this? Must have been about 1, right, Ringo? Yeah, I'd say so. Right, Soki? How would I know? The place would have been shut at 1 in the morning, just like every other shop in town. Well, it was pitch black inside, it's true. Ain't that right, Ringo? Oh my god, please don't let this be the bit. I don't want this. I'm not so sure, Nash. I seem to remember a little light burning inside. What about you, Soki, me old mucker? Leave me alone. There definitely was a small lamp burning inside. That's what alerted us to the situation in the first place. And when these gentlemen ventured into the open establishment, the accused, Miss Gina Lestrade, already had the muzzle of her gun trained on the unfortunate victim. Objection! Oh shit. That is pure conjecture. Huh. Ha, perhaps, but that changes nothing. These brothers inadvertently wandered into the middle of a cold-blooded murder. Simply because they found the door of the victim's establishment open and ventured inside. Right, that's what happened. Uh-huh. It was like some kind of sign begging for us to go in, it was.
Hold it!
Okay. What are you trying to suggest? That you had to go in? Well, God moves in mysterious ways, they say, don't they, Ringo? Your accents change every sentence, I'm so sorry. They do, Nash, they do. Must have been some sort of providence, I reckon. God's will often presents itself as the whim of thieves, does it? It weren't no whim, I'm dead sure of that. It weren't, Nash, it weren't. Like we said at the time. You don't just find doors open in the middle of the night like that. Nah, there's no two ways about it. It was a sign that our long-lost brother was inside. What? They're not very good liars, are they? Well, you can't deny it. It led us to a bloke what looks like our bruv. He just eats the potatoes. I said cut it out. Those chips are getting a chomping today. Yo, you pass me some of those? I'm starving. Oh my god. Once we got inside Court Blimey Lummy, we heard a gunshot from the back room.
Hold it!
Okay. A gunshot, you say? Just the one? Are you sure about that? Yep, just the one, Governor. I can swear to that. It was, Nash, it was. Ain't that right, bruv? Wait, what about Sherlock getting shot? Or Herlock, I'm sorry. Jesus. The firearm used belonged to the victim himself. Yes, Mr. Winterbank always used to leave his gun lying around on the counter. Yeah, like an idiot. What? Sorry, not to speak ill of the dead. Right, I remember. When we examined it, we found the revolver was completely out of rounds. That makes sense. Mr. Winterbank always used to say he only ever kept a single bullet loaded. That's true. I remember him saying that as well.
So we can say with a considerable certainty that only a single round was discharged from the firearm used as the murder weapon.
Yes, my lord, we can. And I should remind the court that the firearm in question was discovered in the hand of the accused.
Huh.
Wonderful. Okay, but Herlock got shot. We went to see what was what, but the door was locked from the inside.
Hold it!
That's true. Do you mean the door between the main shop and the storeroom? If my learned friend is having difficulty grasping this situation, perhaps a drawing would help. I'm not... I know how a room works, Van Zeeks. Excluding the shop's entrance from the street, there is only one other door. That of the storeroom. Thank you. Yes, I've been in the building. Of course, there was only a little oil lamp there. A little oil lamp burning, not much to see by. And the door was hidden behind a curtain and all. That's right. Oh, when we arrived, the door was mostly obscured by the curtain. Okay. Tell me, why exactly did you try to open that door? Eh? Any normal petty thief would run at the sound of a gunshot, I should think. Oh, well, your turn to rabbit, Ringo. Well, Nash, yeah. I suppose you'd have to say that we ain't normal, eh? Broadly speaking, humans respond in one of two ways on hearing a gunshot or scream. The timid flee, gripped by fear, or the courageous investigate to see if they might help.
You're telling me these two are courageous. Van Zeeks, really. Really now.
These gentlemen are of the latter inclination. My learned Nipponese friend, it would seem, is of the former. Alright, somehow I just proved that I was a coward that night.
Thank you, counsels. So, I believe we all understand that the door was locked and could not be opened. Proceed, witnesses.
Okay. We never done nothing, Governor. We never took nothing. We just left after that, nice and quiet. Was something stolen? I don't. Let me look at my evidence. Hold on. The ticket, paperwork. Okay. The story was there. 3 samples of blood, redemption ticket, blood on it. Notes about the begilded case. The newspaper. Autopsy. Single bullet wound from the back. Okay, in the back. Signs of a single discharge. Okay. Okay. Was there one more? Nah. I'm wondering if it's the fact that another bullet was shot because there was blood in the storeroom or the main room. I don't know. Let's press this first.
Hold it!
You didn't do or take anything. Is that your story? Well, it was bedlam soon as, wasn't it? It was, Nash, it was. Didn't even have time to pull me dukes out me Lucy lockets. So with no time to take your hands out of your pockets, you just left. Nice and quietly, you say. That's right, Governor. Nothing we hate more than violence. Peace-loving nibblers we are, not bludgers. We are, Nash, we are. Never even pulled me dukes out me Lucy lockets. Why do you keep saying that? So, you'd clearly like us to believe... Eh? Come again? As you fled from the pawnbrokers that night. Did you not run into anyone else? And? Did you not fire a gun at that person?
Saint's alive! They fired a gun, you say?
No, Sholmes shot himself. Ah! Blimey, Governor. You ain't telling us it was you in the doorway. It was. Yeah. Why the bleeding Nora? Didn't you mention that before? You were armed with a gun. And as you fled the scene, you fired that gun at London's greatest detective, Herlock Sholmes. They shot the great Mr. Sholmes? I did hear that, actually. There was a rumor he'd been rushed to hospital. The great Sholmes, that's beyond the pale. On the night in question, this pair were arrested by the police within minutes of the discovery of the crime scene. Their suspicious countenance rapidly gave them away. And when searched, a firearm was indeed found in their possession. Oh my god! Furthermore, the barrel shows sign of a shot having been fired from it. Oh my god! The prosecution invites his lordship to examine the firearm recovered from these brothers.
Yes, indeed. Remnants of powder around the muzzle, as you say, Counsel.
Oh shit, that mouse is so cute.
The court will hold this weapon as evidence.
The Skulkin brothers' gun, okay. Firearm found in the possession of the Skulkin brothers upon their arrest. There are signs that a single round was fired. Okay, I'm glad we're acknowledging this straight out the gate, because I was about to lose my damn mind. I'm like, does no one care that Holmes was shot? It's just like, oh, well, okay. Yeah, drink your wine, bro. Now, my Lord and Nipponese friend. Yes? Here's to you successfully presenting the evidence. I mean, I was there, bro. For yes, there are the telltale signs of spent powder on this gun, and a single bullet missing from the cylinder. But the prosecution demands evidence that it was fired at the scene of the crime under scrutiny in this trial.
Objection!
Well, I don't need evidence. Because I was there.
Objection!
What about Holmes? However, the rest of us in this courtroom were not. Okay. If the defense fails to provide evidence in support of its rash claim, we shall have no choice but to toast your incompetence and move on. Evidence that these two fired that gun before they left Windibanks that night.
The court demands that all claims are affirmed with clear proof. What evidence shows that these witnesses unloaded a firearm in the pawnbroker's shop that night?
Okay, well, I don't have a picture of the calendar has a bullet in it. I don't think I have a picture of that, right? I just have this. Right? Right there. That's all I got. You know what I mean? Like,
Take that!
The evidence is in this portfolio.
What on earth have you there, Counsel?
During the course of our investigations, we discovered a number of bloodstains. Okay, this has to be it. The music didn't stop, but that's okay. Not trusting the police to do the job they're trained to do. How arrogantly Nipponese of you. What? Well, anyway, we analyzed all the blood samples we found and recorded the results in this portfolio.
And you claim to have the evidence the court is demanding therein.
Yes, my lord. Page 1.
No more dallying then, counsel. Present the pertinent evidence at once. What do you have in your portfolio that proves these witnesses unloaded a firearm at the scene?
Right there. Not that one, or that one. This one.
Take that!
What is that? Explain!
It's a photographic print taken at Windibake's pawnbrokery on the day of the incident.
From the scene of the crime, is it?
Kind of. From the room next door?
Is that
Cranberry juice? Yes. No. Okay.
a bullet hole? And if my eyes do not deceive me, it appears the bullet is still lodged there.
Yes, as your lordship noticed, the bullet pierced Mr. Windibake's calendar. The date shown being the 16th of April, the very day of the pawnbroker's death.
The incident occurred at 1 hour after midnight. But this indicates that a separate shot had been fired sometime after the calendar had been sent to the 16th.
What? That's right. And while it isn't irrefutable, the defense believes this is credible evidence that the witnesses did fire a round from their gun in the pawnbrokers that night. Nah! Wait, is he trying to say someone changed the calendar, or that it just happened to be the next day at least? I don't know.
Order! How does the prosecution stand, Lord Van Zeeks?
Smash the glass! Smash the glass! Come on, you know you want to throw it at that lamp. If that is the direction my learned friend wishes to take, the prosecution has no objection. What? There it is. Yeah, there we go. But you'll forgive me for flinging my hollow chalice aside in disgust at the repugnancy it exposes. Oh shit. Yes, on the night in question, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery illegally. And like the bold baddies they claim to be, opened the fire on their new arrivals before fleeing back onto their street. Eh? Take it easy there, Governor. You're gonna land us in the soup. We had a deal. You weren't gonna get into them details. Tell him, Soapy. Set the bloke straight. I have nothing to add. So he knew, did he? Van Zeeks knew their testimony would almost certainly expose the extent of their crimes. Bitch! It would seem now that I owe my lord and Nipponese friend a word of gratitude. What do you mean? What I mean is that you have helpfully confirmed an important fact.
To what fact do you refer, Lord Van Zeeks?
What, that they didn't get into the storeroom and shoot him because the one bullet they fired was not in there? Ay, ay, ay. That's true. I did just basically prove that they didn't do it with that assertion. Ay, ay, ay. As has been established, at the point of their arrest, a single shot had been fired from the brother's gun. However, if that shot found its target at Mr. Sholmes, then clearly these witnesses cannot be accused of the fatal shooting of the proprietor and victim. Ah! In other words, these two men have no material connection to the murder of Mr. Windibank at all. Well, couldn't they have gone in there, killed him with his own gun, locked the door, went outside, and then proceeded to shoot Sholmes with their own gun? You know what I mean? Like, that could have happened, couldn't it have? So that's it. Were they trying to miss all of those hits? That's it. We didn't have nothing to do with it. We didn't, Nash, did we didn't? That's what I reckon. Your crimes include unlawful entry, intent to steal, perjury, and let us not forget, attempted murder. Quite a catalogue, eh, fellas? Ah. We're in for it now, bruv. Now then, let us take a moment to consider the aforementioned great detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. It would seem the man patronized the pawnbrokers in question somewhat regularly. Where is he going with this? Mr. Sholmes appears to take pleasure in tinkering with eccentric machinery. Eccentric machinery? Eccentric? Says who? Not me. Don't give me that look. I installed a pair of machines like this one in the victim's shop. Oh, that's one of Hurley's red-handed recorders.
What is that, Counsel? It has the appearance of a photographic contraption.
Oh, are they like security cameras? As your lordship has surmised, it is indeed a camera attached to a small timing device. Every half an hour, it automatically photographs the interior of the establishment. Oh, right, I forgot about that. The idea being that if a thief were to break into the shop, he would be caught red-handed.
Huh.
The prosecution has obtained the photographs taken by the device on the night in question. Oh shit. Okay. Wait, why are these all the same? As the court will observe, copious identical prints are produced in quite desultory fashion. Desultory. Okay, whoops.
Huh. Rather prodigal, I feel.
In fact, there are 2 such devices in the victim's shop, my lord. If I may refer the court to the plan of the premises, their respective positions are here and here. Okay, the door and the desk.
You say these cameras produce a print every half hour. I'm afraid I fail to see how that would help if the anticipated thief conducted his activities in one of the many 30-minute intervals.
Yeah, honestly though. One can only pray that they would-be criminal lingers, my lord.
Huh.
That seems rather stupid. On the night in question, the witnesses currently in the stand were not caught on camera. Hey, that's a bit of fry it's up, eh, bruv? I feel like it should have been like... one goes at like 9 o'clock and the other one goes at like 9:15. You know what I mean? So they like alternate? I guess? I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't help either. Lady Luck loves a skulking. Shut up.
Witnesses, at what time did your trespassing begin?
Eh? Must have been just after 1. Right, bruv? Must have been, Nash. Must have been. Yeah, just gone 1. In which case, minutes before these brothers entered the establishment. What scene might we expect to see within their shop? Okay. Let us examine the evidence. Oh my god, Gina! Gina! Good lord! The fuck, Gina?
It's the defendant! Miss Gina Lestrade!
Oh my god. As the court can clearly see. Oh my god, Gina. The accused is pictured, gun in hand, facing the victim over the shop counter. No doubt coercing the proprietor to open the door to his storeroom. If I saw that, I would just leave. Be like, Gina, what the hell?
Quite. One can only too easily imagine the events that unfolded. The court will take this photographic print as evidence, if you please, counsel.
I don't, please. Thank you. Photograph of Gina. Photograph taken automatically by the red-handed recorder, showing the scene a short time before the murder took place. I don't believe it. Ginny? In short, the accused is the only person who could have possibly killed Mr. Windabank. Ah! Damn it, Gina! Well, do we know that's from the night in question? I say, my lord, who the hell is talking? Oh, hi. Oh. Oh, God. Wonder if I might put in a word at this point.
Go ahead, Mr. Foreman.
Took a belly bullet to the knee in the Battle of Maiwan, 1880s, don't you know? Decorated for it and all that, but forced to retire from service, sadly. Of course, a medal can never outshine the exploits of chaps like us on the battlefield.
Yes, Mr. Foreman, and what exactly is your point?
Carried on the battle after retirement, you see. The battle of daily life, if you like. And here I am now, leading this small squadron. 6 men, all good and true. And we'll all go down together, you mark my words. One for all, and all for one. He's like, I've had enough of this shit, I gotta drink. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury have reached agreement, have they? Is that what we are to understand?
Well, Mr. Foreman, is that correct?
Oh, great. I can't wait to do another, what is it called? Exposition, prepper, In the matter of speaking, yes, that is the Gyaradev squadron's position, sir. What? No, it's too soon to make a judgment here. Status report for the court, men. On the double. His lordship insists on promptitude at all times, and that goes for making decisions, too. I think you'll find the truth is as clear as day now. I could reach out and touch it.
I wouldn't have left it in there. I just wouldn't. But in all honesty, I can't actually remember.
Situation clear. Stop. No room for doubt. Stop. Truth now undeniable. Stop.
I am very sorry for brothers. They are unlucky.
Can I have that mouse?
Very well. I now call upon each member of the jury to state his or her leaning in this matter. Announce your considered verdicts to the court.
Guilty.
Ah.
Guilty.
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 Is that man even a member of London society? I'm just wondering. Great.
Does indeed appear that the jury is unanimous in its leaning already.
That photograph. It must be the definitive evidence that Gregson mentioned. But Ginny didn't shoot him. No, of course not. She just pointed a gun at him. Look, my lord. The defense wishes to assert its right to a summation examination. That's what it's called.
Very well. The court grants permission.
So, you refuse to admit defeat again. How unsurprising. Yeah, I hate you too, brother.
We shall proceed immediately with the summation examination. Mr. Foreman, are all members of the jury ready?
Absolutely, sir. Always ready for action, my chaps. I don't know what... Oh, I'm sorry about your accent, sir.
Very good. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will each explain on what grounds you have determined the defendant to be guilty.
Great. I love this part. Judicial findings. The jurors' contentions. All the evidence clearly points the finger of guilt at this young pickpocketeer. As a housemaid, I should like to see all filthy eyesores promptly and rigorously eliminated. I think you'll find that if you look at the photograph in stereo, the truth will just pop out.
If I have left it in there, I should think there'll be repercussions by now.
Mind made up. Stop. Global radio transmission of verdict to follow. Stop.
In motherland, we never say judge by clothes, judge by head. I am convinced brothers are innocent. Okay. Huh? The circumstance of the crime and the evidence do indeed implicate the defendant rather comprehensively. The storeroom locked from the inside, in which the victim and the accused were discovered alone. And in the accused's hand, the fatal revolver, the firing of which was heard by these witnesses.
Not to mention this print. Take it from a chap who's seen action on the battlefield. That young girl's on the verge of pulling the bally trigger.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Sholmes. Oh dear. Hurley's cameras were supposed to help, not hinder.
I'm afraid I think you have an uphill struggle ahead of you.
But Gina didn't shoot Mr. Windibank. Or she's lying to me. Which means there's more to this situation that we've yet to see. Agreed. You can read my mind too? What the hell?
You have the floor, counsel. Proceed with the summation examination.
Half these people didn't even have a reason that sounded valid, okay? Jury examination. The defense's rebuttal. Let's go. All the evidence clearly points the finger of guilt at this young pickpocketeen.
Hold it!
Okay. You're Mr. Natsume's landlord, Mr. Gyaradev, aren't you? We really must stop meeting like this. Oh, you have that lawyer chap. Well, there's a turn up for the books. Yes, rather a turbulent time we had back then. Some extraordinary events took place at your house, that's for sure. Luckily, Mr. Sholmes and I were able to get to the bottom of it all. I think we did a lot for you, didn't we? You want to not shit on my parade, dude? I mean, obviously, I wouldn't be suggesting that, therefore you should change your leading to not guilty or anything. Let's not bribe the jury. Huh. Can't be denied, I suppose. The curse of the girl at the house was the talk of the town after that business. Lodgers moved out and I couldn't get the bally soul to take up the tenancies. Oh. Haven't had the heart to break the news to Joni yet, but enough that the old girl's clapped up. Oh, she's in jail? Yes, can't be denied. You did do rather a lot. But not for us, that's for dash certain. I suppose not. Of course. There can be no suggestion of that being the reason I'm leaning toward guilty here. Obviously. Obviously. But honestly, I really wish he'd pay more attention to the trial and less to juror number 2. Ew. Ugh. As a housemaid, I should like to see all filthy eyesores promptly and rigorously eliminated.
Hold it!
Okay. Polishing the bench, I see. Again. The maid's work is never done. Not a blemish must remain. What exactly do you mean by filthy eyesores? On my way to market for his lordship, I have to pass through the East End. The place is full of beggars, pick-purses, and crossmen. The scum of the earth. A little harsh, perhaps? Let me be plain. If it were up to me, all those back slums would be made spick and span or eradicated. At least we have people like the great detective working to achieve these important goals. You're referring to Mr. Herlock Sholmes? That's right. I like to keep abreast of his exploits by reading Rant's magazine in between my duties. He does wonders, cleaning up London streets. In my opinion, he should be declared an honorary maid of the capital. Mr. Sholmes? A maid? It's really quite unforgivable. Gutter scum having the audacity to shoot our very greatest detective. Minor detail. It was the 2 brothers in the stand who shot Mr. Sholmes, not the defendant. A minor detail indeed. They're all gutter scum as far as I'm concerned. Well, it just might be an idea to get our facts straight anyway. Yes, alright. I shall amend my statement. Okay. Those brothers are the scum of the earth. They should swing for shooting the great detective. Oh my god. I think you'll find that if you look at that photograph in stereo, the truth will pop out. Okay.
Hold it!
What do you mean, look at the photograph in stereo? Sorry, what? Don't you know? If you look at the photographic print normally, it looks as though the pickpocket girl is about to shoot the victim, obviously. Oh, what if there's someone behind him?
Objection!
But there's no indication that the defendant ever fired the gun. All I'm saying is that if you look at the same print in stereo, it could reveal all sorts of new information. By any chance, are you a fan of stereoscopes? Oh, how did you know? Let's call it a lucky guess. It never gets old seeing the 2 prints merge into one before your eyes. It's extraordinary. It's captivating. It's the height of modernity. Of course. Oh yes, I think you'll find that the stereoscope is here to stay. Giving us new perspectives we could only dream of before. It's the greatest invention the world has ever seen. If only it could give me a new perspective on this case, I might agree with you. Wait, is he telling me to look at it in stereoscope then? I don't think I can. I don't have 2 of them, right? If I left it in there, I should think there'll be repercussions. Are you still talking about leaving something in someone's body?
Hold it!
Hi, we're in a trial. What exactly have you been muttering about all this time, sir? You keep talking about having left something somewhere or something like that.
Ah, so sorry. As you can probably tell, I'm a surgeon.
A surgeon? That totally passed me by.
Of course, people conducting surgery in this country aren't considered to be doctors. Oh no. Even though me and my kind are at the forefront of medical science, the real brains in the field.
So, what is it that you think you left behind?
Ah, well, that's a little embarrassing, to be honest. You see, I was operating on someone yesterday. Standard thing, went in through the abdomen. But when I'd finished the procedure, I couldn't find my scalpel anywhere.
What? Did he? Surely not.
Exactly. Surely not, you'd say to yourself, don't you? Worrying, isn't it? That's what's been troubling me this whole time. Could I really have left my scalpel inside the fellow's belly? No, of course I couldn't. So, there you have it. Like I said, a little embarrassing, really.
That's one way of putting it. The other is manslaughter.
That's exactly my concern, seeing as this case appears to be all but sewn up. I need to focus on trying to remember exactly what I've sewn up elsewhere. Now, I'm sure I made sure everything was back as it should be. Well, as sure as you can be without being sure.
I'm sure you need to be more sure. Was it, wait, he's talking about Sholmes? It's like left a scalpel in Sholmes' body. Mind made up. Global radio transmission, a verdict to follow.
Hold it!
Yikes. Sorry, radio transmission? What do you mean?
Are you from the Far East? Stop.
Yes, from the Empire of Japan.
All communication with Far Eastern nations used to take place by mail. Royal Mail steamers take more than a month to complete the journey. Ah, but now we have the electric telegram, so we can send messages using electric signals. Thousands of miles of cables have been laid along the ocean beds, connecting the entire world.
Thousands of miles of cable? On the ocean bed? Makes my head hurt just thinking about it.
You are well informed, young lady. But cables will soon become a thing of the past. Stop.
And just when I was starting to catch up.
Radio transmission is the future. Stop. Messages carried over airwaves to 4 corners of globe. Stop. Excitement growing. Stop. Atmospheric electric. Stop.
Right. Try not to wear out your fingers.
Era of wireless telegraphy. Stop. Driving technological revolution. Stop.
Oh my god, too many big words.
People say inventions like the stereoscope are the height of technology. What utter piffle.
Oh shit.
Can't understand it. I really can't. They're just silly toys.
Oh, don't piss off the dude down the line, ma'am. Oh my god, he's mad.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Juror number 3? Sorry to interrupt when you're obviously fuming, but...
What? Do you perhaps have something to say about juror number 5's last remark?
As if I couldn't guess.
Oh, you bet I do. Say that again. Go on. I dare you. Goodness, are you talking to me?
I think he just might be, yes.
You think stereoscopes are just toys, do you? Huh? Absolutely. I mean, really, a machine to view photographs in 3 dimensions. Why on earth would you not just use your eyes to look at the world around you? It's all 3-dimensional.
What a great way to appease the man.
No, I'm sorry. Stereoscopes are of no practical use at all.
He's gonna lose his shit. Oh my god.
You just don't know. Pardon? I think you'll find that viewing a photograph through a stereoscope can unlock all sorts of possibilities. I'm obviously going to have to demonstrate.
What sort of possibilities?
Well, take a crime scene, for example. If you had a pair of photographs from a crime scene that you could view through a stereoscope, it could reveal hidden clues you've never even noticed before.
What?
Have you got any, Runo? Any prints we could look at with a stereoscope?
Sure. How about this print here? It should do the trick, I think. The cat prints? Do we have 2 of this one? I know we have the cat one, but we've already looked at that one. You know what I mean? This one?
Take that!
Alright then, juror number 3. Are you saying that you can do this with any 2 suitable photographic prints?
Of course I can.
Very well then. I'd like you to demonstrate. I'd be delighted. Oh, I'd be delighted to. Just give me one more print and I'll amaze you. Yeah. I don't have another one of this, do I? Do I have? I don't. Do I? Trial summary. I don't. What about this? What the heck am I looking at there? Oh, nothing important. That's the murder scene. Anything here? I don't think that's the right picture. Right. Wait, am I supposed to give him... I don't understand.
Take that!
Wait, sorry? What do you mean, one more print? Oh dear. Don't you have these in the Far East? Don't you know how a stereoscope works? Bruno? What? You need 2 photographs for a stereoscope, remember? I don't have to. You know, one for the left eye and one for the right. What do I have 2 of? His body? Oh yes, I remember now. But the print we have from the pawnbrokery is just a normal photograph. No. I think you'll find that the clue is in the name. It's a stereoscope, not a monoscope. We always need 2 prints. Thanks for the friendly explanation. Well, if we obtain another print at some point later in the trial, we can always show it to this young man then. Ha ha ha. Think you'll find that know-it-all expression is really starting to annoy me.
Let's get things back on track, shall we, Counsel?
Okay, I need one more. All we need is another shot from a slightly different location, and we could see the scene in 3 dimensions. We must get another one of these somehow, right? I would hope. Is there anything on here? No. Alright, let's talk to the last. Global transmission and... yeah. Please tell me you're not Violent Bolshevik, the Russian revolutionary. Oh my god, did he just really outright say that? It's hilarious. Revolutionary. Da, I believe there is such a rumor. It's just a rumor? As you see, I have unfortunate appearance. I look like a vicious criminal. Your words, not mine. Just want to point that out. Oh, vicious. People call me revolutionary, murderer, autocrat. And which glove fits? Good day. I am visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please. She's like, I'm done. Right. That didn't sound staged at all. You forgive me for having my doubts. To be treated like vicious criminal all the time. It is very painful. People do not realize. So I have much sympathies for these brothers. People say they are criminals only because of how they look. Skulkin brothers? Nah, maybe they went inside pawnbroker's shop. But they have done nothing wrong. That is all I want to say. Skulkin brothers did nothing wrong that night. Besides shooting Sholmes? Wait. Alright, well, first of all, that's one not-so-little misunderstanding I'll need to clear up straight away. Tell me something, Iris. Huh? What is it, Runo? The jurors are chosen at random from the inhabitants of London town, aren't they? Yes, it's amazing, isn't it? In that case, how is it that there's a Russian tourist sitting among them who looks for all the world like a revolutionary? I wish I knew. What the hell, man? If I can't change the minds of more than half of these 6 jurors, the trial will be over. But we know that Ginny would never shoot anyone. Yes, so we need to find contradictions in what these jurors are saying and put them against each other. I must be ready to go to whatever lengths I have to convince them of Gina's innocence. Okay. So, all the evidence, okay. Brothers are the scum of the earth. They should swing. Okay, so these two clearly disagree, right? Pitts. Yeah.
Objection!
Those two statements clearly contradict each other.
Good lord! Counsel, explain yourself!
Okay, well, she's saying they shot him, and the guy's saying they did nothing wrong. I mean... Oh my, it's my statement. Contradictory. See, oh, in... Juror number 6, you've got the wrong end of the stick.
I do not have the stick. I have mouse.
As juror number 2 said earlier, when the Skulkin brothers fled the scene on the night in question, they fired a shot from their revolver. Yes, they shot poor Mr. Sholmes in the abdomen, I understand. Surely you're not going to tell the court now that you didn't hear?
Abdomen, A, B, D.
Sir?
Sorry, my English is still learning.
You are telling the court you didn't hear? I love the little mouse is reading.
Forgive me, I did not hear. Here is word, abdomen. Part of person's body containing stomach and other vital organs. If this is what you mean, you should say in plain English. I am Russian, not native speaker.
Who thought it was a good idea to let this man be on the jury again? Oh, the mouse!
So, you are telling me these brothers who look like criminals were lying. They say before we never done nothing. The truth is they shot detective. Da, this is double negative.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Lying is wrong, especially when lie is said by a person who looks like criminal.
Coming from you, that seems surprisingly prejudiced. Don't squeeze the mouse!
Well, this means when they said we never took nothing, maybe it was also big fat lie. Is this true?
Well, according to the police report, no stolen goods were found, so...
Ah! Enough! I trust no one now.
It's not the mouse's fault, though, sir.
I must see with own eyes. I must investigate crime scene myself.
I'm afraid that won't be Yes, it is, Runo. Easily. Sorry? With the prints from Hurley's red-handed recorder. Ah. If you compare the print that pictures Ginny and the next print from half an hour later, you'll be able to see straight away if anything was taken or not. Hooey, Mr. Prosecutor.
Tut. Calling in a prosecution in the middle of a summation examination of all times. The print showing the accused threatening the victim after she broke into the shop is this one.
Yeah, can I have the next one, bro?
Following this, the victim and the accused move into the storeroom. Meanwhile, the Skulkin brothers entered the shop and summarily heard a fatal gunshot ring out. Sadly, none of these events were captured on film. This is the print produced by the camera half an hour later, after the brothers' flight.
What do we missing? So, this was taken after Hurley was shot then? As far as I can tell. Well, the lamp is broken. Nothing has been taken. That does seem to be the case. I can't notice anything that's obviously missing in the second print. Yeah, except the freaking lamp is broken, bro. Hello? The glass is on the floor and we couldn't look at it.
So the brothers who look like criminals told only one lie.
My voice stopped working halfway through that.
They shot the man, but they stole nothing.
It would seem so, yes.
Good.
No, not good.
You were right. I did not understood situation. Now I know brothers have lied. I think it is very important to continue with trial.
Yes! Let's go, Revolutionary Man! I love you, dude. Yay! Well done, Runo. The balance is shifting. Well, it's a start, I suppose. But there must be more in what these jurors are saying that I can use to expose the truth. And if I can do that, we just might turn the situation to our favor still. Don't you mean a turnabout, Runo?
Yes, a turnabout!
My ancestor is a turnabout.
Thank you, Counsel. Continue with the Summation Examination. And kindly hand that new photographic print to the bailiff to be filed as evidence.
Alright, post-shooting photograph. Photograph taken automatically by the red-handed recorder, showing the scene after the murder had taken place. Another print in the court record. I wonder if we can make use of that. Wow. It's like we were talking about that not too long ago. In the lake of lies are many dead fish. We must find truth. Therefore, I say not guilty verdict. Yes! Don't squeeze that mouse anymore, man. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to punch you. Alright, let me save. We're at about 50 minutes. I'm gonna call this episode here. I will record another one either today or tomorrow, so you guys get at least 2 this week, since I'm looking to give you guys enough to make up for me slacking recently. But hey, I hope you guys are still enjoying the series. As always, feel free to leave a like, comment, favorite, or subscribe, whatever you guys are feeling. And until the next time, lights off, dark out.